Hey guys, hello everyone and welcome to the channel. So this video is regarding Summer Research Fellowship Program. This is a fellowship program which every year IAS, that is Indian Academy of Sciences, they organize it so that the students who are currently studying or the teachers who are currently teaching in India, they can pursue a 2-month internship, and during that internship they can be exposed to the research work which is going on in these academies, right? So there are three institutes. One is your, okay, they have given the list of them. So one is your Indian Academy of Sciences Bengaluru, second one is your Indian National Science Academy New Delhi, and the third one is the National Academy of Sciences Prayagraj. So these are the three institutes which are basically asking, or they have given this particular announcement. So in case if you are studying right now, or in case if you are teaching right now in any of the university or any of the institutes of India, be it government or state government or central government or be it private institute, you are eligible to apply for it. The provided thing is that you should be studying right now in India or teaching right now in India, right? So that's what it is. We'll talk about everything in detail, like what are the exact eligibility criteria, what are the marks eligibility, and how to fill the form, how to apply it, what is the whole process. And one more thing which is very important is that you will be paid while this internship will be carried out, right? So for 2 months you will be provided with the stipend amount. Also you will be provided with the travel allowance. That means if you belong to some other city and you have to be called to that institute, then you will be given the train fare or whatever fare will be there to reach out to that place. So it's interesting, right? So we'll discuss about everything in detail in this video, so do stick to this video till the end. Also I would like to thank Jovial, and also I would like to thank Isha for providing these information. Thank you guys, thank you so much for providing all these information, and a big shout out to you. And also, if you are new to this channel and if you have not subscribed it yet, please do consider subscribing it now. Without wasting any time, let's continue with our video. All right, so this was an announcement page. Okay, this page which I have just shown you, this is the announcement page in which everything is given in very short. Okay, the last date and other things are highlighted over here, but the things are very short, like the things are given in very short over here. I'll discuss about this in detail, and for that I will give you link in the description. You can reach out to this instructions page. Okay, now this page is very important because here all the important instructions are given, right? So let's read out them and let's try to understand. So the general instruction says that the application should be submitted online in the prescribed format, and the link is available in the website of the three academies. So in all these three academies, I told you all the name of three academies. So on the website of these academies, a link is provided. You can like apply, or you can basically submit your form in these academies, right? How to do, don't worry, I'll explain you that. Now one more thing is mandatory, that you have to upload the mark sheets from class 10th till the last examination which you have given. So make sure that while filling the form you have all those mark sheets with you, so that you can upload the JPEG format or JPEG format of them, right? So make sure you do that, and the size should be less than 700 KB. So make sure that it happens. Next thing is that only one application per candidate will be considered, and if more than one applications are submitted by a single candidate, then none of them will be considered. So you will be rejected directly. That's what it means. Answers to the column indicated by asterisk is mandatory and must be filled. So you have to see this sign. If it is given, that means it's a mandatory field to fill. The last date of the receipt of application online is 30th of November. So you have enough time till 30th of November, but I will suggest that if you are interested in it, fill it as soon as possible. These were some general instructions. Now let's talk about eligibility criteria. So as I told you that this internship or this fellowship is applicable for students and also for teachers. So let's talk about that. What are the eligibility for the student? So for a student, he must be either BS, BSc or BVSc. So if you belong to any of these courses, and you should be in the second year only, neither the first year nor the third year. If you belong to the second year of BSc, BS or BVSc, you are like eligible to apply for it. B Pharma, third and fourth year only, right? BE, BTech, BCA, second and third year only. B Architecture, second, third and fourth year only. MS, MSc or MVSc or M Pharma, first year only. So if you belong to, or if you are in MSc or MVSc or MS, then first year only. Second year candidates or second year applicants are not eligible for this. ME, MTech, MCA, M Architecture, first year only. If you are in 5-year integrated MSc, MS, MTech, MBBS, then second, third and fourth year are eligible for this. So make sure that you belong to this eligibility criteria. Okay, any of if you belong to any of them, you are eligible for this. Farm D, if you belong to, or D Pharma, if you belong to like third or fourth year, you are eligible. Dual degree courses, if you are doing dual degree course BTech plus MTech, then second, third and fourth years only. If you are doing BE, MSc, then second, third and fourth year only. And if you are doing BSMS, then also second, third and fourth year are eligible for it. If you are doing integrated PhD, remember, not PhD, integrated PhD, that means MSc plus PhD. So in that case, first and second years are eligible for that. And MSc Tech, for them also first and second year are eligible for it. Okay, teachers must be teaching in a college or university, that's it. Okay, they must be teaching in some college or university. The minimum percentage of average marks in the core subject only, that is, if you are applying for chemistry, your core subjects become chemistry. If you are applying for, let's say, physics, your core subject become physics. So depending upon your core subjects, your minimum percentage of your core subject from 10th standard up to the post graduation, okay, whichever year it is completed, should be 65% or above for the student. Now many of you might not be having chemistry in class 10th. In that case, science will be considered. Okay, so your marks of science will be considered as chemistry, and from 12th onwards, chemistry subject will be considered if you belong to the CBSE board. That's what I'm telling. Okay, the minimum percentage of an average mark does not apply for teachers. So this application or this particular eligibility of marks is only for the students. For teacher, there is no such additional eligibility criteria, right? So if you are teaching, that's enough. PhD students are not eligible. So if you are a PhD student, you cannot apply for it. Applicants who have availed the Academy's fellowship twice before are not eligible to apply. So if you have applied for this fellowship twice before, means 2 times you have already applied, then you cannot apply for the third time. All right. If you have applied for once, then yes, you are eligible for do it. And if you have never applied for it, then also you are eligible to do it, provided you fulfill the other criteria also. Okay, let's talk about the content. So the applicant should include a write-up. Okay, that is very important. You need a write-up here. Okay, write-up. That should be about 150 to 250 words. That means around 1 page, as to the specific area of the applicant, and indicate what he or she would like to learn and achieve through the fellowship. So you have to, just like a research proposal, it's something kind of that. It can also include the specific experiment or theory that the applicant want to work on, but not a general description of the area. So it should not be a general thing. You have to specify that what you want to do during this internship, or what you want to achieve, or what you want to learn during this time. Okay, the write-up should not be a copy-paste job from any source. That is made very clear over here. Do not use special scientific characters like phi or some other characters, Greek letters. Don't use them, because the software is not going to accept it. So make sure when you are writing the write-up, you are not using any of these letters. Okay, enclosure to the application. So both the students and teacher applicants must upload a scanned version of the mark sheets from 10th till the last examination in the JPEG format. I already told you, which should be less than 700 KB. Teachers applicants should upload their publication, if any, right? Or on selection, an authorization letter from the principal HOD that necessary permission / leave of absence will be granted should be sent to the post to the coordinator, SRFP 2022, Indian Academy of Sciences, Bangalore. So once you get selected, for teachers it is, okay? So if you are a teacher and want to apply for it, once you get selected, you have to provide a permission or leave of absence, okay? A letter, authorization letter from your principal or HOD of your department, providing that you are taking that leave for this particular internship, right? So that you have to send to the coordinator of SRFP 2022 on the email, which will be provided downwards. All right. Now other matters are like, student applicant must upload the contact detail of one of their present teachers or head of department, the academy will get in touch with the teacher and obtain a recommendation letter. So they also want a recommendation letter. So currently wherever you are studying, if you know a particular teacher who can recommend you, to provide his details also, and do ask that teacher before providing his details, so that these people are going to contact him for the recommendation letter. All decisions regarding the selection of candidate will be a sole discretion of the academies. Any grievance or dispute concerning SRFP shall be addressed to the academy, whose decision thereon shall be the final. So they are going to make the complete decision. All right. If a candidate is found at any point of time to have submitted false information, his or her fellowship will be cancelled, and she will be asked to pay back the fellowship amount / travel allowance etc. that has been paid to him her. Further, his guide and the institution in which she is currently studying will be informed of the matter. So make sure that you are providing all the correct information. Okay, without prejudice to the point number 15, only the court in Bangalore city shall be fora for seeking judicial remedy. So in case for any of the problem, that's what they have said, that if any dispute happens, then the court in Bangalore is going to take care of that. You don't have to worry about it. Okay, the last thing, notes that the academy means Indian Academy of Sciences Bangalore. Academies means Indian Academy of Sciences Bangalore, Indian National Science Academy New Delhi, and the National Academy of Science India Prayagraj. So wherever academy word came, that means what, and wherever academy's word came, that means what. Okay, what does the guide means? Guide means the person from the list of scientists / faculty provided by the academies as the guidelines. Okay, the correspondence should be addressed to this. Okay, so you have to address this particular person, and this is the email ID and this is the website. Okay, so all these things are given. Now how to fill the form? Okay, we have understood everything. Now let's see that how to fill this form. You have to first of all register yourself. So once you click on this, once you click over here, you will be taken to a page. You have to register now. Now you have to select whether you are a student or a teacher. Let's say most of you would be students, so I'm doing for student part. So you are a student. Now you have to select the broad area of interest: chemistry, mathematics, physics, life science, earth, planetary science, or engineering. Let's say we are chemistry people, so let's click chemistry. Now next, now it will ask that which sub area you want to do. So organic, inorganic, physical, it does not open up, so fine, organic, inorganic, physical. So let's say I'm a physical chemist, so now just select whatever you are. If you are organic, select organic, go for next. Now this is the application form. In this application form, like all the details are there, like you have to fill all your basic details, your name, your last name, all the details about you, and then comes your academic details. Now in academic details, you have to apply or you have to provide your details since your class 10th till the last degree which you have. So all the all the information, and then the documents you have to provide, okay, in the JPEG format as I told you. Then this goes up till your eligibility or educational qualifications, and then if you have done any project or something, you can provide over here. Remember that those fields which have this sign, they are mandatory, others you can skip, but if you have some information about it, do provide it, don't leave that. Okay, so if you have done some project or if you have done some training, you should provide that over here. Either if you have done online also, no problem for it, you can provide it, right? And then you can come down, this is extracurricular activities. If you have done any, you can provide it. Any other information if you want to provide, you can do it, or you can leave it as it is. Suggested date for your applicant to work, so from which month to which month you are available to work. Now remember that this field you have to fill for 2022, and it will be recommended for you that you should choose some month in the summer time, because this is a summer training program, right? So that's why the professors or the guides which are here, they will be available in the summer only. Make sure that you are providing some month around from May till the month of August. Okay, so here it says that if selected, I would prefer to work in. So where you would prefer to work, whether in an academic institute or industrial laboratory, it's up to you. You can choose any one of them. And then a write-up, as I told you, around 15 to 250 words, and you have to apply, or you have to write down this write-up in this column. Here you have to provide information that in which field you are interested in, or in which topic you are interested in, why you are interested in, and what work you will carry out if you are provided with the fellowship over here, right? and this is your declaration, place and date and name, and that's all you have to submit. Right, so this is how you have to fill the form, and you have to just submit this, and based upon your response in this particular application form, your form will be like, it will be checked, and if it was found interesting, you will be selected. All right, so in the whole process I forgot to mention the total number of seats. So the total number of seats in the particular fields are given like this. In chemistry you have total of 122 seats, in physics 140 seats, in mathematics there are 75 seats, in life sciences there are total 263 seats, and in the engineering field these are 289 seats. Now these things are not mentioned on the instructions page obviously, but these were mentioned in the like when the announcement was made, right? So in that page it is mentioned. So these are the total number of seats. And the second thing, which is just a summary of the whole video, that you have to apply in the application form. In the application form itself, you have to upload all the academic mark sheet, and you have to also write a write-up which will be acting as a research proposal basically, and a professor email ID has to be provided for recommendation. So this is what is everything in short basically for the particular form, right? So this is how you have to apply, and I hope you have understood everything and every bit of it, and I hope the things are quite clear. So make sure that you fall in the eligibility criteria, and if you fall in the eligibility criteria, do apply for it, because it's one of the best opportunities, because the number of seats are so high, and also you are getting paid for this, right? You are getting a stipend for it along with the travel allowance. So that's a good opportunity, go for it. And if you belong to any of these, and if you fulfill all these eligibility criteria, do apply for this particular fellowship. All right guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope the things are quite clear to you through this particular video. If you have any questions, you can drop down in the comment sections below, and remember that the last date to apply for it is 30th of November. So you are making the application, or you're filling the application form before that. Okay, all the important links are there in the description of this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Till then, have a great day. Bye-bye. So I teach for CSI UGC NET category on Unacademy platform. Over there I take free classes as well as paid classes. You can reach out to my profile using the link given in the description of the video. You will find various free courses. Also there are some paid courses. The paid courses are highly organized, they are regular, and they are on the daily basis. So in case if you are interested and you want to join my paid classes, for that you have to take Unacademy Plus subscription. You can do that by using my referral code, that is n_huda. That's my referral code. If you use that referral code, you will get 10% discount on the subscription. Also you'll get access to join my WhatsApp group along with other plus. So do check out my profile and access all the free classes, take the benefit of them. So that's it from me.